Met him out of Nashville for the CMA Awards, and Luke Bryan, who was just out in Phoenix, man. You put on a hell of a show.
That was good. That was good. I was amazed that there were like cotton fields all around the venue.
Oh, yeah, it's out there a little bit. Yeah. That's our deal, you know.
It's the West Side.
Got something.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Honestly, you're kind of getting known for shaking your moneymaker. But I got to tell you, my favorite part of that show is when you sat down behind the piano.
Oh, well.
That was great.
Well, yeah, you know, the thing about it is, I go through phases of my life that I will play guitar a lot, and I'll really like how good I'm playing the guitar. I'm not saying I'm a lead guitarist or anything, but then I'll go through phases where I'll play piano a lot, and I'll actually get kind of better on piano. So for years, I've always just kind of. And I'm not a really great piano player. I'm just kind of good at making it sound like I am, and I could never play like honky tonk fast piano or big scale runs or nothing. But if I'm out there and I can make some noise with it, and I think it creates a cool moment for the fans.
It did.
Well, you nailed it. I mean, it was just such a good intro to the song.
Well, yeah, and the thing about the piano is, like I said, we never wanted to. We talked about it. Years ago, should I play piano more? But I was like, no, we'll just save it for. We'll save it for cool moments. And as I've kind of 2 years ago, I mean, playing piano in front of 20,000 people was, I was a fish out of water on all that. But now through being out with Jason and doing it on my own, I'm so comfortable up there playing it now. So, then maybe I'll do it on an award show one day. But, I'd have to get, I want to be comfortable doing, playing it.
Well, you look good doing it. All right, Halloween's coming up. What is going to be happening at the Bryan household in Georgia?
The boys, Bo, I'm not sure what tape is going to be, but Bo is going to be a Ghostbuster. And so I think Daddy is going to have to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's a big Twinkie.
That's a big Twinkie. That's so cool.
All right, I got a question for you. You mentioned being out with Jason. We all know what happened to Jason. We don't cast stones in that kind of a situation. My question for you is, being good buddies with him, does that make it harder for you when you go home with your wife? Does she look at you and say, oh, is that how it is when you're not around?
No, I mean, we're just not really. It's obviously something that, me and my family and Jason and his family, we're all very, very close friends. And at the end of the day, me and my wife, we really stay on the same page with one another. And you can, you go searching online and you can find anything you want to online, So, I just, it's a tough thing to. Obviously, it's a tough question, and I mean, me and my wife's stance on that are, Jason. We just pray for Jason and his wife and his family to get through it. And like I said, I think Jason handled it the best way he could. Apologizing and I think it's pretty clear that it was an alcohol-related situation, much more than any other type of situation, and it's a little unfortunate when the media turns it into, when they tweak headlines and all that stuff, affair, and calling it affairs and all that, that's just a little bizarre to me. But the main thing is, my wife and I, we try to work hard and stay on the same page, and with any marriage, whether you're in the spotlight or not, I mean, you have to stay on the same page and communicate and do things to make each other truly, truly happy, and understand that if you're married for 60 years, if you're saying you never had an up and down time in it, then you're telling a lie, in my opinion. I mean, my wife and I are really great about we'll fight like hell. We'll throw stuff and have a good old fashioned fight, but we make up a lot better than we fight.
Part of fighting.
It's good to know that you're human. I'm telling you what.
Well, you see these perfect couples in whatever you think a perfect couple may or may not be, and I don't buy none of it. I mean, I think I think at the end, couples got to talk it out, Right
on.
Amen, brother.
Well, Luke, congratulations on Kiss Tomorrow, Goodbye. We think it's a great James Bond film title. That's what we want it to be next.
Sounds good.
And
does sound like a James Bond movie, doesn't it?
Kiss Tomorrow, Goodbye. Anyway, Jay, thanks so much for
stopping by.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys.